Hi, Bill, the Knee Pain Guru. Good morning. Today is Thursday, September 19th, 2019. Today's subject we're going to talk about is the top 3 words never to say when you have knee pain. We'll get into that in just a moment. We'll be answering questions after this short presentation. So if you do have questions about knee pain, your situation with whatever you're dealing with, doctors, physical therapists, exercise, I got some buddies that are laying on couches this morning because they had surgeries recently. If you have any questions, please type those in the comments section and I'll address those. If you're catching this on the replay, please enter in comments there. I respond to all comments and use them on future videos. We do these videos twice a week. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up, like and subscribe to my channel, The Knee Pain Guru, as well as turn on notifications for future videos that I do on the topic and subject around knee pain. Okay, so the top 3 words never to say when you have knee pain. And I want knee pain from a basic understanding. It's a pattern that is developed in the body. You've heard the concept that the chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Your body is the chain. Your knee is the weakest link. So I look for patterns in the physical body, but I also look for patterns in your mind, in your emotions. When I'm interacting with a client, I'm talking with a client, I'm picking up on these cues as to, well, where's their weakest link? Like what is keeping them stuck in their knee isn't getting better. So it could be physically, it could be mentally, it could be emotionally. There could be other factors in your life that need to be looked at. So I look at patterns. And I heard these 3 words over this past week with a number of clients that I worked with. And I realized that the mind plays a huge role in terms of your ability or not to get out of pain. Because if the mindset isn't in a good place and you're making choices because your brain has actually been changed because of the pain you're feeling in your knee, well, you're going to be stuck for a very long time. Because every time you're supposed to go right and you choose left, you're wondering why didn't I get to my destination? Why isn't my knee out of pain? There's no connection because the mindset isn't in a good place to get the results that you're looking for. I sent an email out to my list yesterday and I had a gentleman respond to me and he's like, Bill, this is off topic. He goes, get this new age garbage and talk about the knees. Talk about the knees. Get to the point. And I've been doing this for 21 years. This isn't like this is something I picked up over the past couple days. I've been looking at these patterns and observing these patterns in people's bodies, in my interaction with them, in my own body. Have the same sort of patterns. And being able to identify these patterns and get to the crux of it, like knocking over the first domino, then everything else goes. So here's those 3 words. I don't know. I don't know. I'll ask them, well, why does your knee hurt? I don't know. I'll ask them, they'll say, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should exercise or not. I don't know if I should rest or not. I don't know if I should stretch or not. I don't know if what I'm doing is working or not. I don't know if the shots worked. I feel worse after the surgery. I don't know if the surgery worked. I don't know if the pain pills are working. I don't know if physical therapy is working. And you can see it's a pattern that goes across the board. And here's the interesting part, is when we look on a deep enough level and we understand the mechanisms that are causing the pain, our nervous system's reaction to the experience of pain, to the stress that their body's under because of pain, or The stress could have been there before the pain ever came on. We have to look at the patterns. We can't just look at the knee and say, well, okay, well, what exercises are going to get my knee out of pain? It's like playing checkers. If you're just looking at strengthening the legs to get the knees out of pain, or doing something just from a conventional medical model approach of drug shots, surgery, physical therapy, in the hopes that the knee pain will somehow magically disappear. Einstein said, we can't solve a problem on the level that the problem was created. We have to come from a higher level in order to understand the patterns that are going on in the body so you can shift it. Einstein didn't talk about knee pain. Don't misquote me there. The point of it is, we can't just look at the knee joint and say, oh, well, if I numb the knee joint or if I do something for the knee joint, that it's going to go away. That's why so many people are having knee replacement surgeries. They're literally cutting off the bones in people's legs and replacing it with plastic and metal after they've suffered long enough until they're old enough to have a knee replacement surgery, because the joints are only rated for 15 to 20 years. They essentially only want to have to do the surgery once. They want you to die once that surgery, after that surgery, within that 15 to 20 years. That's what they're counting on, or before the joint fails. I know, that's intense. It's intense stuff, but that's the reality of it. That's the reality of what you're dealing with if you don't deal with the chronic pain and understand that the chronic pain is changing how you think, it's changing your emotions, how you interact with people, how you talk with people, how you function in the world, as well as on a physical level, how it's affecting your physical body, and not only your knee. You know you're fatigued by mid-morning, because your body is all tensed up. It's affecting your neurology of the body. It's a trauma that's stuck in your body. Okay, we have some people on here. If you have questions about what I'm talking about, questions, comments, nasty remarks, I don't care. I like to get feedback because it helps me understand where you're at and where you're stuck. And this is where we can start to tweak and dial in exactly what you're dealing with and begin to shift that. Even if it's only mentally right now. If you want more information, head to my website, thekneepainguru.com. There's tons of information. Get on my newsletter list. I send out emails every day that gives you strategies to change your mindset, to begin to understand and approach knee pain in a holistic way. This is not to say we're totally poo-pooing on doctors or totally poo-pooing on physical therapists, because they play a valuable role. Understand that. It's just not the whole picture. Your body is way more expansive and comprehensive than just your knee. And you know this on some level. So don't pull the I don't know thing with me. There's this place where if we slow it down, because that's what trauma does in the body. It makes the mind speed up, and it's like, oh, I don't know. And we say things that aren't necessarily true because we just want the pain to go away. And this is how it changes the brain. But if we slow it down and we begin to teach the knee how to experience comfort, get the pressure off of the nerves, change the neurological wiring that's going on in the knee as well as in the rest of the body, now we start diffusing what's going on in the nervous system, and the body can begin to shift and change and heal and recover faster. Teaching it how to recover is the key. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to my channel, The Knee Pain Guru. Turn on notifications for future videos. Let's see. Okay, Patty, what if the trauma is 42 years old? Patty, this is a great question. This is really cool. From a nervous system perspective, the nervous system doesn't recognize if it was 42 years ago or it just happened. That's why when trauma is triggered in the body, we will immediately flash back to that place that happened. Soldiers with PTSD, victims of violent crimes. They will flash back to that instance of when that happened. So there is not a concept from a neurological perspective of time and space. It's stuck in the nervous system. It's kind of in this loop, like a hamster on a wheel. It doesn't know how to let go of this tension. Doesn't know how to let go of the trauma. But the moment we start understanding that it's on a physical level, that it's tied with the neurology, that our nervous system is infused with our physical body, we start creating comfort in the physical body. We give a release valve for that trauma that's been stuck in the nervous system for 42 years. And it can let go of tension like that. For instance, when I first started my training, this was back in 2000, probably 2000, had it been in 2000. And there was a gentleman there. He was in his mid-40s. And he had been run over by a tractor when he was 13, I think. And multiple surgeries on his legs because his legs were crushed. The legs were in casts. He had pins in his legs. He had levels of stuff that happened to him that was extremely traumatic. And the class that I was in was working on the extremities, was working on, shoulders, elbows, wrists, hands and fingers, hips, knees, ankles, feet, and toes. So he had this tremendous trauma. He's in his 40s. It happened when he was 13. So let's say it was 30 years worth of trauma. We worked on the lower part of the body that morning. We went to lunch. He came back and he's talking with everybody and he goes like this. And he's talking and he's just talking. And then he looks down at his leg and he goes, oh, I haven't done that in 30 years. We don't move in certain ways because the body doesn't want to feel the pain, doesn't want to have the experience of the discomfort that is stuck in the neurology. So the more we can release those tension patterns and not forcing it to do so. What I'm talking about is not forcing. This is not deep tissue. This is not trigger point therapy. This is not causing pain in any way, shape, or form. This is about creating comfort, specifically in the area of the knee, the hip, the lower back, the ankle, the foot, the hamstring, the quad, that is experiencing the discomfort. And that shifts the neurological state and gives that outlet for the body to let go of the tension, to let go of the stress, to let go of the trauma, whatever you're experiencing. Patty, makes sense? Maria Rosa, good morning. How are you? We have some people on the line here. If you have questions about knees, knee pain, surgeries, physical therapy, doctors, diagnosis, exercise, whatever it is, please ask those over in the comments section. If you are watching the replay or you're coming from my newsletter list, because I send the same video goes out in the newsletter. If you'd like to get on that newsletter, go to thekneepainguru.com. And I send out emails as reminders of these videos that I do each week. What was I saying? So if you're watching the replay, ask your question in the comments section below, and I will address those. I use those questions as topics for future videos. We do these twice a week. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Like and subscribe to my channel, The Knee Pain Guru, as well as turn on notifications for future videos so you are notified through the YouTube system that I'm going to be doing a video. Okay, Elizabeth. Can fully flex sitting on heels if I ease into it, but if done quickly, pain. Why would that be? Nervous system. It's like, I'll say everything's a nervous system, and as it is. Because the nervous system, Elizabeth, gives your knee your nervous system lets you know whether what you're doing is safe or not. There has been whatever happened. I don't have any history here, whether it was an injury, accident, trauma, surgery. What happens is when the knee doesn't fully extend or fully flex, or in this case, it could fully flex, when it goes slowly into it, there's a lot of people that use their knees a lot that don't have these problems. So that is, we'll put that on the table for now. We'll set that aside. The whole piece there is that your nervous system has changed its neurology because of the tension that's built up in the joint. And it's not only in the knee, it's also in the hips and lower back. The hip has to be able to fully flex in order for you to be able to get your heel to your butt. So there's hinging taking place at the knee and at the hip. And part of that tension that needs to be looked at is not only in the knee, it's also in the hip. Because remember earlier in the video, I talked about the knee isn't necessarily what is wrong. It's just the weakest link in the series of tension from the head to the feet. So we have to look at more than just the knee in order to get the full flexion of the knee. If there is overuse, as you call it, there's stress and tension that builds up in the nervous system. And we don't really have an outlet in the body to be able to let that go somewhere. We continue to push ourselves day in and day out. Just going to sleep doesn't do it. The nervous system, your body, is more complex than that. We need to have a different understanding of what's going on in the body in order to shift these patterns so you can get fully flexed, get your heel to your butt, and do it quickly or slowly or whatever you want to do. Does that make sense, Elizabeth? Patty, let me know if that made sense, my response to your question. We have some other people on the line today. Please ask questions if you want more. Like, you're like, oh, this sounds good. Head over to my website, thekneepainguru.com. I have a group coaching program that I work with clients twice per week. As a matter of fact, in 15 minutes, it's called Knee Club. We work in a private Facebook group, and I give them specific videos to watch. So Elizabeth, what I would do for you is I would give you modules 1, 2, 40, based on what you're saying right now, 1, 2, and 40 for your knee to release the tension in the knee based on you saying the flexion in the knee. And then for the hips and lower back, I'd have you do modules 22 and 23, 10 minutes before you get out of bed in the morning, 10 minutes before you go to sleep at night. And what happens is that starts to relax those patterns, rewire those patterns that are going on in your knee, your hip, your lower back. And then the next time we meet, because we meet twice per week, we would see, like, what is your experience? Is it any different? Do you feel more open in the knee? Does it feel looser in the hips and lower back? What are you noticing? Once again, that's Knee Club. That's on my website, The Knee Pain Guru, the different products and programs that I offer. Also, there's the newsletter that you could jump on, and I send out emails, like videos like this in those emails that help you. Questions, please ask them. Any topic? Well, let's keep it in the subject of knee pain in general. That's more helpful. Let's see. What else? Oh, let's see what we got here. Okay, so those 3 words that you never want to say, I don't know, because if we slow it down enough, you do know. You can feel it. And it's getting over knee pain is about trusting your body. Beginning to trust your body again. When I dislocated my left knee 4 times. Then I went to the doctor. There was a part of me that I lost because I could no longer trust my knee to be there. Like literally, we depend on our structure to move. And I was not confident that I knew where that edge was, where my knee would give out, and I would end up on the floor clutching my knee to my chest and screaming. The pain was excruciating. I tore my ACL and 2 pieces of meniscus in my knee. So there's this place when we have that level of pain in the body, we lose trust with ourselves. We lose trust with our ability to walk and move. Youth is measured by our ability to move. And all of a sudden that's not there anymore. And I don't care what your age. That's really difficult to wrap your head around emotionally. It's a tough place to be. And understanding this is what's going on. And the pain changes the brain. It changes how we think. It changes our emotions. It changes how we move in our physical body. And this is all interconnected. It isn't like we could separate one part of this and say, okay, well, I'm just going to do this and then it'll all go away. No, we got to look at the bigger picture. We got to understand what's going on. So if you want help, if that sounds good, you want more help and support, head over to my website, thekneepainguru.com. Also, please share this video with your friends. There's a lot of people out there that are limping that need my help and support. So please share this with them. There are a few people that are here. If you have questions, more questions, clarification on anything, please ask that. Once again, if you're watching the replay of this, type in your questions down below and we will address those. I had text exchanges with a couple of buddies this morning, both in martial arts. Go figure. One guy's an MMA fighter, and he's, I believe, having surgery this morning. He tore his ACL. And then that's Chris. And then Michael, I texted him to check in on him because I didn't hear from him. He was 3 weeks out from ACL and MCL surgery. And he had the surgery, and he said he was in excruciating pain on the couch this morning. So I believe him and I are going to talk later today to get him a strategy, because it's kind of like getting you when you're not in excruciating pain is a better place to work than like after the surgery when you're on the Percocet or the oxycodone, and he said he was constipated, and now he's dealing with all this stuff, and it's like now we're playing catch up. But there are things we can start doing that put your body in the optimal place to be able to heal the quickest. Getting better sleep is a key component. Giving you tools that works with your nervous system, how to work with the knee joint to relieve the pain wherever you're at. If you're sitting or you're standing or you're lying on the couch constipated, whatever that is, there is ways to start getting leverage to teach your body how to recover faster. So, okay. No questions are coming in, and that's okay. Next video is going to be Monday. Where are we? Monday, today's the 19th, so the 23rd. We have them in the morning, 9:55 a.m. Eastern time. Next video is that. You want more information, head over to the Knee Pain Guru website, get on my newsletter list, or sign up for one of my programs. I got to bounce here because Knee Club is going to start here shortly. And that's where I work with clients in a private Facebook group. So thank you so much for being here. Appreciate Elizabeth, Maria, and Patty contributing to the conversation today. The more we bring into the conversation, the more we dialogue to kind of pick apart this subject of knee pain. trauma stuck in the nervous system, stuck in the body. It demystifies it and gives you like real solid action steps to move forward and get your relief. So, Bill Paravano, the Knee Pain Guru, thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on the next video.